toes dug into the ground, nice and secure. You can even put your feet up against the wall if that helps. Her knees are straight, hips are very high, and there's going to be a nice straight line right here from her hips all the way into her hands, a nice straight line going down. Abs are going to be engaged. And the dive bomber is a two-part series. She's going to start to dive down into the ground. Go ahead and start. Dive down into the ground, swoop up at the top, and reverse motion all the way back. Try and keep the chest coming as close to the floor as you possibly can. You're going to swoop down, up, and tuck all the way back. Try not to stop, and that's actually perfect. Very good. We're going to move into the pull-ups. If you have a pull-up bar at home, this workout is going to be perfect for you. There's two ways of doing it. You have a chin-up grip, where your palms are going to be facing back behind you. Go ahead and pull up. You can give a little kick of the knees if you need to, a little kick of the toes to get some momentum going upwards. Or you can switch the palms facing forwards, which is going to activate more the backs rather than the biceps. And she's going to go over the bar, and you're going to give it a little kick, a little pop if you need to give it a little pop to get over the bar. Perfect. We're going to do 20 of those, and we're going to move into the squats. We're going to go for 100 squats here. Try and squat non-stop for all 100 of them. And if you have to break it up, try and pace it so you stop every 10 or every 20 or maybe at halfway point. So she's squatting down, starting with the movement in her hips. She's pushing the hips back behind her. And it's as though you're going to go and sit on a stool that's very, very low. Hands are coming up in front to counterbalance the hips going back. Her feet are about shoulder width apart and her toes are pointing slightly out. Knees are always following the path of the toes. The last one we're going to do, another really tough one, is a one-arm push-up. And I know you probably think that you can't do one-arm push-up, but it's not true because we have a variation of a scale here that you can do. So she's going to start with the left arm. The right arm is tucked behind the back. Abs are going to be nice and tight, and her toes are dug into the floor. Again, here you can put your feet up against something behind you if you find that your feet are slipping. So she's actually going to peel her body back up off the floor, starting with the chest, the stomach, hips, and thighs, and put it back down the same way. So she peels backwards, then she drops the knees, drops the hips, drops the stomach all the way to the floor. One more, pop it all the way up. And the idea here is that we're going to do 10 on the right and 10 on the left.